MYTILINEOS, as people know, is a diversified company. Is active mainly in two pillars of economy. First is metallurgy business through its integrated aluminum smelter, and the other one is all about energy and basically more focused on the energy transition theme, where MYTILINEOS operates three different business units at the moment. The one of the power and gas, which is a utility business, with fast-growing percentage of renewable assets in the generation mix. The other one has to do with our international renewables development business, which is mainly solar and storage, and it's a global portfolio of assets. And the third one has to do with sustainable solutions around energy, beginning with a traditional activity of building power plants, gas-fired plants, to more sophisticated projects like waste-to-energy projects or hybrid energy projects and other energy solutions that have to do with smart energy, energy efficiency, and so on. So the renewables at the moment, they fit in the strategy of MYTILINEOS and in the company in two ways. Firstly, they are becoming a great part of the generation portfolio of our utility business in Greece and in the region. And there we have a total portfolio of almost 2 gigawatt. Some of them already operating, some under construction, and a good part at a very mature stage and soon to be ready to build. And the other part has to do with the international development business under the RSD business unit, which has to do with, as I said, solar mainly and storage. The size of the portfolio there is quite big. It reaches today 8 gigawatt of a total pipeline. A great part of that is mature. It's the mature portfolio of the assets. Almost, I would say, more than 2 gigawatt at the moment, with a good part of it being already constructed. And the strategy that we follow there is mostly develop the assets, construct the assets, and sell them to final investors, whether that be funds or financial institutions or oil majors or even traditional utilities that they are going through their greenification phase in the portfolio. While in regions that are close to Greece and interconnected to the Greek market, like Italy, for example, we have a dual strategy. We might keep some of the assets to complement the portfolio of our utility business, while some others might be also well sold, especially when the margins and the returns are substantial. One of the things is the renewables. When you put a price cap, you're definitely affecting the investor's view on the renewables, definitely for new projects. So one of the things that they should think about is excluding new investments from this price cap and put the price cap only to matured investments that they have already, let's say, 10 years of operation or 5 years of operation behind, because they are already in a path of taking their initially projected IRRs. Now they were taking windfall profits, definitely. So capping their price is not doing any harm in this investment case. But for new projects that are on the way with a 35–40% increased capex, with 2 times increased cost of capital than before, why you're putting a price cap? I know that you're searching for funds, and this is a good funding, let's say, source, but at the same time, the funds that you're getting from this might decelerate your renewable development process. Yes, the answer is definitely yes. And we have already submitted the first cluster of projects in the RRF. How we can get advantage of that is through the cheap RRF company loans, company borrowing, where you can take advantage of a very, very low rate that is close to zero, actually, for the 50% of your capex. So that's for us, for the renewables that we're building in the Greek market, in a period of time where cost of capital is going up, to be able to have 50% of the capex with this facility is a very, very helping financing tool. So yes, we are gaining already access to this cheap financing through the RRF, and we are about to take full advantage of that for the whole portfolio, for the whole Greek portfolio that we will construct. And we have plans also to include in this financing other investments of MYTILINEOS that have to do with the increased presence in the recycled aluminum, for example. As we have seen that these pillars, whatever has to do with the energy transition or the decarbonization of the economy and the industry, is eligible for this kind of financing. Yes. Thankfully, yes. We're not only in line with this guidance, but I have to say that this year, the pace of this year is giving us very valid indications that we might be able to demonstrate doubling profitability also compared to last year. I think that we have already seen that from the first two quarters that we have reported already. I think that we will be able to verify that also with the 9-month results. So the answer is definitely yes. And we are very happy for that, because the initial target was 2020 to double profitability compared to 2020. And now we are in a position in a very difficult period to double the profitability also compared to 2021. And I'm 2 times happy, because what we have repeatedly said to the market was that 2021 would be a cornerstone year for us, and 2022 would be the year that we would see MYTILINEOS numbers taking off for a number of reasons. And that's how we set also that target of doubling the profitability. And I'm very happy, not only because we reached the target, but we are once again delivering on the things that we are saying to the market. And because of 2022 being a very good year, another record profitability year, as it seems, the natural question is obviously 2023 and what is happening with 2023. Now, 2023 has some very positive features that we start with. So we can begin with thinking that our new gas-fired plant will be in full operation for a full year in 2023, versus 2022, that the operation of that power plant, because of some delays that we faced in the commissioning phase, I believe that it will be only a couple of months in the year. Second, for the metallurgy sector, we have much higher aluminum prices already hedged and locked for 2023 compared to 2022. And on top of that, we have a very favorable euro-dollar exchange rate in 2023. Again, locked exchange rate for our metallurgy business. So we're not left in what the market circumstances will be. We have already locked a substantially better exchange rate for the business. Now, it might be that we see premia going down, so we see a pressure there on the premia, just to make sure that I'm telling everything. And I'm also referring to maybe negatives that people from the market already know. So one thing has to do with the premia and the demand. So yes, there, the one negative factor that we have acknowledged and we see is the decrease of the premia. But we have already said two very positive ones that I think will be able to more than counterbalance the decrease of the premia. And on top of that, we're having a higher RSD performance for 2023 expected, and we feel very safe and comfortable to expect something like that because we know how the portfolio matures and we know the kind of transactions that we will have in 2023. It's pretty much budgeted and calculated activity. And of course, we are expecting also a very improved performance on the CES side that has already matured projects. It has very strong pipeline of projects, and we have still not seen on an executional level in 2022 the full deployment of this pipeline. So we have a lot of positive reasons for 2023 that we begin with, and adding up these positive reasons, you add up with a substantial number that you start with in 2023. Of course, we acknowledge the downsides. As I said, premium is one of them. But I really believe that the combination, the balance of the two, is going to give a positive sign. So 2023 might be another good year, maybe, and I'm saying that with all the precautions that I can use, maybe it could be a better year than 2022.